If you're wondering how to teach colors to a preschooler or toddler at home, then you are in the right place. Because in this video, I will be going over 5 daily activities you can do with your preschooler and toddler at home that'll make the process of teaching simple for you and easy and engaging for your little one. And by the way, if you are into learning activities that involve little to no preparation, are play-based, Montessori-inspired, or simply age developmentally appropriate, then please be sure to subscribe and let's get into it. The first step is to use real life, everyday objects. As you might notice, we are surrounded by colorful things. And I think the easiest way, at least what really worked here at home, to introduce the colors and really anything when you're trying to teach to toddlers or preschoolers is to simply point out what you see throughout their day. What does this look like? So from the moment they get up, I'll tell you our example. We are pointing out the colors of the blankets, their pajamas, the color of their toothpaste, and what they'll be wearing that day. So do you want the pink shirt or do you want the black pants? So you see how easy that is. And I know initially it's very silly to talk this way, but here's the thing, this is just the introduction phase. So it's not going to be like this forever. And again, this is super simple. You don't need to prep anything. You simply just state what you're seeing, the color, and they'll kind of get the idea. Oh, this color is red, this color is blue, and it's kind of like doing flashcards, except you're not doing flashcards and they're not sitting down. And I'm not saying that that's not the best way. It's just that at this stage, children need movement. And some people, I'm sorry, some toddlers, some preschoolers, they're not as keen to just sitting down and going over the colors for a couple of minutes. So again, this is very simple, and it could be done anywhere, not just here at home. You can do it when you're out in the park, taking your walks, stating the colors of the cars, the colors of the trees, the plants, anything that your child is interested in. This is a super simple way to do this. So again, you want to make sure that you are pointing out the colors in pretty much everything around them, from their toys to their snacks. That's another really popular one here at home. So my children, they love to count their little blueberries and state the colors of it when we have the berry mix. So it's super simple. So I'd say start there, and then we will move on to other activities. Incorporating sensory play, so things that your child can manipulate, is super helpful at this stage. In fact, you might have noticed that when they are able to play with something, to touch it, to um, really just handle it, they will be more likely engaged in whatever they're doing. This can also be done with whatever you have at home. If you have colorful, those colorful balls, kids love playing with those. We can, throw them around or to do some sorts of games. Here at home, we have these colorful cones with these little rings. And we do several activities with these. I make sure that the activities are so that they can sort them, where they can move around. Again, remember, movement is super important here, and they can do this simply by I'll put a color on one spot, and then she'll have to go and sort the colors movement, or simply by tossing the rings to the color, the corresponding color. So activities like that, again, they're super simple um, to prep, and sometimes there's very little preparation really. Another thing to consider are the things that your children are interested in. So if there's a particular toy that they're interested in, leverage that to your advantage, and have them play with it. So do some sort of matching or sorting games with their cars. My One of my boys used to just love playing with cars. This is a big phase. I'm sure if you have boys at home, you can relate. And we got several colorful cars, and he would just match them, sort them, and do all kinds of activities with it. And that was one of the main ways that he learned the different names of the colors. Even just crayons or colors themselves, that you can manipulate them and sort them depending on what color, or even the shades of an individual color. So you see that that's another simple activity you can do at home. And so once we have that done, then we can move on to our next activity, which is something similar. It is only fitting that we include coloring and art activities because they involve colors. A simple way to do this is use coloring books, display them where they can see them, where your children can reach for them independently, and sort of have a little art coloring station at your home. Here at home, we have a little child-sized table and chairs. We leave some materials there, and we try to change them every day just so that they don't make a huge mess, because you know how that goes. And sometimes we add colorful paper, simple as that, with some scissors and glue, and you know they will be entertained for quite a while with that. Sometimes we add some colorful materials, felt, or where again they can cut and paste. Sometimes we'll put some of these little things, and Play-Doh. You can put the Play-Doh, stick them here, and have them put some of these buttons and stuff. And we are constantly, pointing out the colors. This is a very simple way to encourage them to discover everything that can be done with colors. Just the other day, we were at a restaurant, and I'm sure you know that some restaurants offer coloring pages and the colors uh, in hopes to entertain our little ones. Uh, and they only give the three colors, the blue, yellow, and red. And with an activity I was doing with my 2-year-old is to simply combine the colors. See, what does blue and red make, I wonder? She was very amazed. Oh, it's purple. Um, she knows most of her colors, so she was able to, you know, um, name out the colors. And we did some experiments. This can be another way to introduce and to reinforce the name of the colors. So, yeah, and again, this could be low prep, as simple as setting a designated corner in your house and daily just changing whatever arts, craft, or just coloring material you want to display so that your little one can practice with that. And you can combine this with fine motor skills, cutting skills, the Play-Doh, the sorting. So be sure to combine that with other skills. Singing songs about colors and dancing is a great way to introduce concepts in a very fun and engaging way, especially if you add a little bit of silliness to it. One thing that I did initially when I was doing preschool at home is that I did a list on Spotify, this music app, a playlist of a bunch of songs that I wanted to include for circle time. One of them was, some of them were about colors, both English and Spanish. And these these are great. You can go to YouTube. There's the kids YouTube, and there are a bunch of songs playlist where you can go discover colors. I'm sorry, songs about colors, and you'll see that it's really fun. I mean, it's as easy as to sing along and point out the colors. We have a fun game here at home where we use the colored paper, we put a couple on the ground, and then when we listen to a color song, or we make up our own as well, and I'm having them move. So I point to red, and then they go to the red one and step on that one, and then they jump to the blue one. And you see, because I know I've said this before, but movement is super important here, and the kids love it. We can also do like the floor is lava kind of game, but combine it with colors as we sing along and point out the colors. So we want to combine the songs and dancing with something that they're into. If your kids are into, sort of, here at home we have goofballs. Honestly, like I'm usually very serious, but when they see that silly side, they're more inclined and engaged in whatever we're trying to learn that day. So keep that in mind, because it's something that'll help them learn colors. Reading books about colors is another great, engaging, and easy way to introduce colors and reinforce the names of different colors. Here at home, it's one of our favorite ways um, to introduce and reinforce the colors. And it's not just because I love creating and writing children's stories. It's just it's a super simple method to use. Here at home, we like to use the Eric Carle ones, and it's not just because they're super popular, but they're just very interesting for kids. And you can do various activities with them. When you're reading, you want to point out the colors, and once you see that your child understands or recognizes the colors, you can point out, oh, um, what color is this, or what color is the bear? Uh, and sometimes I like to include a little bit of silliness, like, is that bear is that bear red? And they'll be like, no, silly, that's brown. And that's kind of how you can sort of assess where your child is at, simply by you intentionally doing mistakes to see if they catch on. That's a great way to, again, assess their skills and see how else you can help, what areas they need help. Now, if you are looking for a way to encourage a reading habit at home for your child, either your preschooler or toddler, then you will most likely like my next video that explains step by step how to encourage a reading habit at home. Otherwise, if you're looking for a book about numbers, how to introduce numbers and stuff, be sure to check out my book titled 1, 2, 3, Let's Hide and Seek. It's a very interactive book about the numbers playing hide and seek. And it's super colorful. I like to introduce, point out the colors as well as I am reading along. So, yeah, be sure to check that out. I will link it below in the description box. I really hope you found this video helpful, and it would be very helpful if you give it a like or share if you found it helpful. This will let YouTube know that this video is helpful and spread it out to parents who are looking for an answer to the question, how do you teach colors to preschoolers or toddlers? Have fun, enjoy teaching this to your toddlers, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.